Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be starting a series based for web design, and today we're going to be starting with HTML. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, let's start with HTML because this is the basics for web development. Of course, they are followed by JavaScript for the behavior, CSS for the looks and the information based for the looks and the design. Also, there is some PHP for the backend and database, but the HTML is basically the bread for your sandwich, so it's essential. So now the second thing is, what programs do you need? Well, because HTML basically uses text files, you can use Notepad. So for this video, you can use Notepad, but I don't recommend you to do it. I would actually use something like Notepad++ or Sublime Text, and this one I'm going to actually be using. Now, they're all free, so you can download them, but let's get started with creating an HTML file. So first things first, you're going to go here, up to File, and save it as. So if I go to my desktop, I'm going to save this as homepage.htm. Now, HTML files can be saved with the HTML or HTML tag, so extension, sorry. So I'm going to use the HTML extension and I'm going to save the document. Now, you can do the same basic thing into Notepad++ and Sublime, but I'm going to be using Sublime. Now, I'm going to place this over here in a folder. So if I open the page, you can just use a normal browser. You will see that it's currently blank because we didn't input anything into the text document. Okay, hard drive life. So, okay, good. So you can see that it's currently blank. Now I'm going to go into Sublime and open the file. Over here. Now this is our page. So every HTML document starts with Doctype HTML. Now what this does is it tells the browser what version of HTML you're using, so what version of the language you're using. So the browser knows what elements to ask from your document and what elements not to ask, because they do not exist in this current HTML version. So the last one is 5. Now, you can make a document without this first line, but I don't recommend you to do it. It will work, but to a certain extent. This is mandatory, so to speak. Now, the second line, what we're going to do is put HTML. Now, everything will have tags. So all the content for something will be between two tags. Now, every document starts with a HTML tag and ends with a HTML tag. So to start a tag, you just put these two signs and put the name of the tag. And then to close it, you do the exact same thing, but you put a /. So the next thing is the actual HTML content. So firstly, there is head. Now, what this tag does is that it contains information about the page. So let me align the text so I can make it easier for you. into here, you put things like what character set you use, because it actually depends. Every letter, every character has a certain index for it, but some character sets actually have different indexes for the same character. Now, in the letter case, it's not that really a problem because they usually have the same, but for characters like, let me just switch over here, like this one or this one, it will have, for instance, different indexes between ASCII and Unicode. So basically, here you would want to put character set information. Now here you can also put the title tag. Here you can put the title of the page. So I'm going to call this my first page. I'm going to save this, go over here and refresh the page. Now what you can see changed is this right here. Now we modify the title from basically nothing to this. Before that it was saying homepage.html. Now it says my first page because we told it to do so. So every element in HTML is between two tags. So you put tag, the open tag, your content, and then the close tag. And the close tag will be always just like the open tag, but it will have this /. Now the next tag that is really important is the body, because everything that happens in here is the actual visual elements. So everything that you put here, from text to buttons, forms, images, you will put it here for it to be visible. Now, one thing I mentioned, I forgot to mention, is that in between the head tags, you can also put icons. Now, we'll talk later about the head elements, but basically in this video I'm going to focus on the basic body elements. One of the most basic elements is the headings. So if I put H1 and I'm going to put first heading, and then I'm going to put a paragraph, which is the P tag. I'm going to put this is a paragraph, and I'm going to close the tag. Now if I save the document and go back here, you'll see my first heading, which is a big heading, and this is a paragraph. Now if I go back here and again to put H2 second heading, and I'm going to go here, you'll see this is smaller. So basically headings are from 1 to 6, and the bigger number, the smaller the heading. So let's do like that, and I'm going to put all the headings. Okay, so the fourth, fifth heading, and the sixth heading. So I'm going to save this and go back here. So you can see all headings are basically in bold, and they are very big at the beginning and very small at the end. Now what you can do is put attributes, and with this I'm going to basically end the video so I don't overwhelm you, is the attributes. So basically in the opening tag you can put a space and actually put something like style. Now in between style you can use things like font, family, and here you are able to select your font, for instance. So I'm going to go Times New Roman. I'm gonna close this. So for instance, you can put style, and here you can put more, even more properties, but I'm not going to do so many in this video. So you can see now the font is Times New Roman. You can also put things like in the style, you're going to put color, and you're going to put red. And now the heading is red. Another interesting attribute you can put is HRef. Now what this does is it adds a link to it. But you can see it doesn't work for headings. Now, in order for it to work, you need to put something else. So I'm going to just undo all this and cut it. What you need to do for it to work is put A. So for a link, you always need to put the A tag. Now, in this A tag, you want to put this HRef. Now, if I go back here, you can see now it's a link. And if I open it in a new tab, it will take me to Google, as I told it to. Okay, so basically this is it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a like. If you didn't enjoy it, you can give it a thumbs down. Also, if you want to see more, don't forget to click that subscribe button with that little bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. Now, just a little announcement. I will be uploading these kind of HTML tutorials and lessons every 2 weeks, and between them I will be uploading a normal tutorial. So the next week I'm going to upload a normal tutorial, and the week after, so after 2 weeks, I'm going to upload lesson 2. So yeah guys, thank you for watching. See you next time on HowToIT.